My first goal when I teach Find Heel is that heel position is a good place to get to and to stay in, but I also use it to introduce distractions in a non-compulsory way and non-corrective way. Sonic has done some of this before this. She did a lot of following the first couple of weeks she was with me, just generally following me around the yard and keeping track of me. And there were neighbor dogs barking. She was distracted by my son sitting on the deck who was videoing. But overall, this is fairly typical for an early session. I also didn't have very exciting food. That might have helped to have something a little more interesting. It was interesting enough for cookie toss recalls, but not necessarily that great for Find Heel. You may have noticed early on I gave her a cookie for catching up to my right side. When you're first starting, I want to just reinforce the puppy for getting to me. However, they don't have to be in exact position. I just want to let them know they're great for getting to me, and then we start refining it. I usually carry a handful of treats in my right hand and hold that up by my stomach.
Over here.
Here she's going off, visiting my son. And I did call her to get her back to me. Generally, I like to not speak, but if they're really off track, I will call. And I did that a few times. There I broke into a little run, which helped get her chasing me a little bit. But there she got distracted by the deck again, so we didn't manage to get a cookie in.
Oh, good dog.
This sequence is probably the best that she did. I went a little further away from the deck, and she caught up to me several times in rapid succession. I gave her some pets and some extra praise, because that was a quick recovery. There she just started to try and grab my pant leg, which is a favorite game for her. And in retrospect, in reviewing this, I probably should have stopped at that point because we had several successes in a row, and then we kind of got off track again. But sometimes hindsight is your best way to learn something. Although I don't always manage to do this, I do try and tell her she's right before I bend over to give her the cookie. This is something that little dog handlers are especially likely to do, is to bend over and then tell them they're right. And I want to present the closest thing to ring look as I can, which is me standing more upright.